All right, moving to Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, the Democrat, is the incumbent for governor, and her opponent, Ryan Kelly, was arrested last month by the FBI for his actions at the on January 6th at the Capitol. Although it won't necessarily be Kelly, he is running against Tudor Dixon, who is I guess, a media personality out there.
Tudor, like T-O-O.
Tudor, as in like
T-U-D-O.
And
like
then there's
family.
a businessman. It is unclear who is in the lead. Dixon got Trump's endorsement, which is gotta hurt if you actually got arrested for showing up on January 6th for Trump.
He should have asked for a preemptive pardon, just like our boy Roger Stone.
And for a little context on Dixon, Betsy DeVos personally entreated Trump to kind of like lay the hatchet down between the two and endorse Tudor Dixon, and I guess ultimately he did. So thought that was kind of interesting too.
And then you have a series of there's a couple of there's one guy who voted for impeachment, Peter Meijer. It's a freshman Republican, and he is being challenged by a guy named John Gibbs. The DCCC, this is one of those races where the DCCC got involved and sort of raised the profile of Gibbs. Now, we should be clear, they're not saying vote for Gibbs. They are sort of preemptively labeling this guy sort of a whack job conservative, which Republicans feel is unfair because it will get their voters to vote for him more than Meijer. It's one of those things where you're just getting out ahead of it. Like, we can actually cause a mess in these primaries, and I think that's I think that's a fairly strategic play. And then on the Democratic side, we have another iteration of CPAC's involvement in Democratic primaries. They are largely funded by Republicans, so we're seeing a similar dynamic here, except for they're not looking to win. They're not looking to pick the nominee so that they have a better chance of electing a Republican. This is a Democratic seat, and it's going to go to a Democrat. Andy Levin is the incumbent. Haley Stevens is another incumbent, but I guess there was some redistricting. And Haley Stevens has gotten a ton of money from AIPAC. Levin, of course, is a fairly progressive Jew. His father was Sander Levin, senator, I believe, from Carl Levin.
Sandy was the House member. Carl was the senator.
Carl was and which one was his father? And
Sandy.
Sandy was
his father.
He succeeded his father. His cousin was a senator, I guess. And there's a perception that he is too biased towards Palestinians because he believes that they should have rights.
Well, Bernie Sanders did go and stump for him, right? So that's just proof he's just another self-hating Jew, just like Bernie.
Yep. And what's interesting, again, is that when AIPAC gets involved in this and pours money into these races, they don't cut ads about Israel, because broadly speaking, Democratic voters have, are if they haven't left the bus already, they're stepping off the bus, and so it's not necessarily a winning issue for Haley Stevens to talk about Israel-Palestine. They'll attack Levin on a whole host of other things. And we shall see. This is another one where they put millions and millions of dollars into this. 3 of the 10 House Republicans who voted for impeachment are facing challenges. One of them, Meijer. The others, Jamie Herrera Beutler and Dan Newhouse out in Washington State. That's what's happening out there. There's also some, more lunatics on the right of these people, and we will see.